Beloved one, hear this truth and allow it to settle in your soul. You were never alone from the moment your heart began to beat. Heaven appointed guardians for you, angels who were not sent as silent observers, but as fierce protectors and divine companions, hand-picked by God to accompany you through every stage of your life. Their wings, though invisible to your eyes, spread wide across your days and nights, shielding your steps with strength beyond this world. These messengers of light do not drift around you aimlessly. They are stationed with a clear purpose, a promise, and unwavering love. They mark your space, path, and home as divine territory. Even when your senses are quiet and the sounds of life drown out the sacred, your spirit recognizes them. It's in the warmth that fills your chest while praying. When sudden peace arrives, fear rises. It's in the moment you almost broke, but didn't. Angels aren't bound by doors or time. They pass through the silence, the tears, and the spaces where your hope has faded. Every room you enter becomes saturated with light. Each shadow that lingers too long is chased away by the holiness they carry. Your home is more than just walls and windows, it has become a sanctuary, protected by their flame. When night falls and your body seeks rest, they remain alert. Where anxiety tries to disrupt your dreams, they build a wall of stillness around you. They soothe your mind while you sleep, gently releasing your burdens and whispering God's peace into the chambers of your heart. And in the morning, you may not remember your dreams, but you will feel renewed. You'll feel clarity, calm, and quiet confidence that makes no sense in the natural world but was supernaturally infused while you slept. In your battles, the loud ones and the ones you fight silently, angels are close. They don't watch your struggles from a distance. They lean in when grief aches in places no one else sees. They comfort your spirit when you run out of words to pray. They gather every sigh and tear and carry them directly to God's throne. They do not ignore your pain. They acknowledge it and then cover it with divine healing. They are warriors of light, armed not with human weapons, but with the authority of heaven. When fear rises like a flood, they raise a standard to counter it. When you stumble, they pick you up. When your heart forgets how to beat in time with hope, they gently press life back into your soul. There is no place too dark, no moment too quiet, where their presence is absent. And the closer you are to breaking, the closer they get. You may not feel it in the ways you expect, but your survival is often proof, your strength, the second wind that arrived just in time, or the peace that found you when it shouldn't have. These are signs that angels were working. They do not leave as others do. They don't grow tired or impatient with your process. They remain. They wait. They fight for you when you are unable to lift your head. Scripture declares it, for he will give his angels charge over you, to guard you in all your ways. Psalm 91 verse 11. This is not merely poetic sentiment. This is a divine contract signed by heaven itself. You are guarded. You have been seen. You are surrounded by a heavenly host that will not let you fall. Every time you thought you were alone, you were not. Every time you've been protected from what you didn't even know was coming, that was them. Every time you had been lifted without knowing how, it was their wings beneath you. Even as storms howl and shadows gather around you, know that unseen yet steadfast angelic beings guard the threshold of your life, at your windows, doors, and, most intimately, your heart. They fight spiritual battles for you, interceding in ways that human eyes and minds cannot comprehend. What you might dismiss as coincidence or fortunate timing is often their silent work, divine choreography taking place behind the scenes. Their presence speaks to you through nature's gentlest touches, the sun's warm kiss on your skin, the soft caress of a breeze, and the sudden calm that settles over your spirit when chaos threatens to overwhelm. This is how they move, quietly, gracefully, and powerfully, always with divine intent. Though their voices may not be audible to your ears, your soul recognizes them clearly. It's like a lullaby carried on celestial frequencies, a song only heaven can sing. Your home is more than just bricks and mortar. It has been transformed into a sacred refuge, a sanctuary where angelic energy can flow freely. Remember that you are never truly alone, even when you feel exhausted. Sit in silence. Light a candle if you want. Breathe deeply. Feel the invisible circle of angels surrounding you and those you care about, infusing your space with holy light and peace. Where they live, love thrives. Where they go, fear flees. Open the doors of your spirit to their companionship. Speak to them honestly. They are God's servants, but they are only assigned to you. Ask for guidance, and you will feel a gentle pull towards the right path. Ask for comfort, and you will feel a warmth that cannot be explained. Ask for strength, and you will rise with a resilience you never knew you possessed. Their mission is not to exalt themselves, but to glorify the one who sent them, and to encourage you to step boldly into the destiny God has planned for you. As the world spins with relentless noise and changing uncertainty, hold fast to this eternal certainty: angels are with you, right now, right here, always. Their presence is a sacred inheritance. Their protection is your unbreakable shield. Let the nearness of these divine beings remind you that heaven has not turned its gaze away. Allow their unwavering love to reassure you that you are cherished beyond words. Rest, beloved soul. Lay down your burdens tonight. You are under divine protection, surrounded by celestial guardians who will never leave your side. Dear one, walking the path of faith in the divine plan is a journey of profound richness, rich not only in earthly blessings, but also in spiritual depth, inner growth, and alignment with God's timing. This road is rarely easy. It is cloaked in mystery, marked by trials, and often shadowed by uncertainty. But each twist and turn is a brushstroke in the grand canvas of your soul's evolution. The detours you encountered were not mistakes, but sacred pauses. The delays you have experienced are divine intermissions. Even the pain you carry is infused with holy purpose. You are never alone on this path. The infinite Creator, who moved the stars and breathed life into every breeze, has meticulously woven your story with exquisite care. Every tear you've shed, every unanswered prayer, every closed door, these are threads in a tapestry far more beautiful and complex than you can see now. These experiences do not diminish your value, rather, they highlight your transformation. You are in the midst of a sacred metamorphosis, a divine unfolding of everything you were created to be. With each layer of fear, hurt, and doubt removed, you get closer to discovering your true identity. You are God's beloved child, forever loved and divinely guided. Nothing inside you is broken. You're healing, renewing, and rising higher. What seems like a struggle is in reality sacred labor, preparing the way for the higher version of yourself to emerge. When you focus your life on God, you do more than just seek help, you align yourself with divine purpose. Your choices change from reaction to peace, confusion to clarity. Your relationships deepen, and love becomes more than just a feeling, it is your very language. Compassion flows freely through you, and the path that was once shrouded in uncertainty now shines with the light of grace. As Scripture reminds us, and we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose. Romans 8 verse 28. This is not the end of your story, it is the miraculous middle. Every silent prayer, unseen struggle, and battle fought behind closed doors has been documented in heaven's ledger. Nothing is forgotten. Everything is working for your ultimate good. You are sowing seeds of faith, obedience, and quiet persistence. Even though the soil appears dry and the sky appears silent, heaven is watching. What you are nurturing in the spirit is about to manifest in the physical. The delay is not a denial. The silence does not indicate rejection. God isn't punishing you, He's preparing you. What felt like a loss was never permanent. It was a sacred clearing, a divine repositioning. You are being prepared for a restoration that extends beyond balance. It will come back to you not just as a replacement, but in a flood of overflow. Joy will emerge from the very places where pain once echoed. Provision will rush in where lack has lingered far too long. What was once perplexing you will suddenly make perfect sense, as divine clarity sweeps across your path like sunlight after a long night. This is not simply a new chapter, it is a new dimension. Divine timing is not late, it is exactly on time. It has never been about speed, it has always been about strength. About molding you into someone who can carry the blessing rather than just receive it. God doesn't give shallow answers to deep prayers. So He's preparing you to thrive, not just survive, in the harvest that's coming. Keep watering your dream in a secret place. Continue feeding your vision with belief, truth, and worship. What you're carrying is real. It is not too big. You haven't missed your window. Heaven doesn't run on human clocks. Let go of comparisons. Stop measuring your worth against someone else's timeline. You haven't been overlooked. You have been hidden with a purpose. God doesn't rush masterpieces. And you, beloved, are one of His most radiant creations. The only thing that stands between you and what God has promised is your willingness to keep going. Believe, build, and become. You're not behind. You're right on time for a breakthrough that will change everything. Prepare, not in fear, but in expectation. What you've prayed for, fasted for, and cried over at midnight is coming. Not trickling in, but arriving with divine power. You will step into doors you did not knock on. You will receive news that alters your reality. You'll look in the mirror and see the version of yourself that God always saw, bold, radiant, and unshaken. This is not only a blessing. This is your spiritual birthright. You are not chasing favor, you are becoming the person to whom favor is drawn. You are not begging for scraps, you are seated at a table prepared by God Himself. So I ask you now, not as a stranger, but as someone who believes in what God is doing in you, are you prepared? Can your heart carry the glory that is already flowing toward you? Can your spirit stretch to hold what you have only dared to imagine? If so, say yes to heaven in your soul. Let your readiness be known. Let your expectations rise. To support our message and help us reach more hearts, please subscribe and enable the bell notification. Let us walk this journey of faith together.